Hello, everyone. I hope that you're doing well and your families are doing well. My name is Dell, and thank you so much for tuning into this video. I really appreciate it. This is going to be a very quick video. I'm over at the cut garden, and I just wanted to update you on some of the things that are starting, some additional things that are starting to bloom. So the daisies have finally bloomed, or some of them anyway. I think they are so pretty, nice and soft. That one's probably about to dwindle down, but this one is really pretty. I love the white and that yellow. It's just so pretty. So they are doing well. And the marigolds are still blooming down there, and this Arizona sun, they bloom rapidly. As you can see, there are new blooms and then the blooms that have been spent. These are where the seeds are, right here, and they do self-seed, but I don't want them all over the cut garden. Here is the petite rose that I need to kind of cut the spent ones off. These are the better ones. The ajuga is still looking good in this little rock section. And I planted these here simply because I put the rocks there so it'd be a border there and here, so that they won't just grow all over everywhere. And they're doing really good. Nice and full. And I just wanted a nice row of ajuga, something different in this flower garden. So I think that is nice. The mum is getting ready, it's blooming. I thought it was a purple. I'm so happy. I couldn't remember if it was a purple or pink, but this is more like a purpley burgundy, and I think with that white and yellow, that is really going to be beautiful. Here's a new thing that I put in my garden for color. It is a flamingo that I got from the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and I said, yes, I can put you in the garden. So that's pretty much what is new in the garden. Okay, if we come to the back of the garden, here are some daylilies. They're getting ready to bloom. And are these late bloomers? I thought they would have bloomed by now, but it's 3 of those. And then these lilies here are getting so tall. So I can't wait until that's the row of those that I split up all the way down here, all the way down. Those look good. I planted a canna down in here because I wanted to come up over this pole, but I don't know if the rest of these flowers are suffocating it. It will grow way up top, but we'll see. But that is so far the back of the garden, of this cut garden. As you can see, I still have not planted my what is this called again? The clematis. I still haven't planted, and I've got to keep my eye on it because I don't want it to die. So that'll be one thing I'll have to do this weekend. But while I'm out here, and I'm gonna wrap this video up, I wanted you to see a couple of other things. Okay, this container here is really showing out. It is getting bigger. The flowers are just blooming so pretty, just gorgeous. Now, one of those clearance geraniums, I took one and put it here because it gets so much sun over here. I want to see how that's going to do. The violas, I think because we've gotten so much rain, are doing really well. I didn't think they would do as well because I've actually had to pull some up from different places in the garden and in flower pots. But this one is doing very well. very, very well. The vinca vines are just growing really well. And this is my favorite one out here now. I love it. And all I'm doing is pruning these, putting the petunias that are pruned back in the pot, and they will compost in there. And this is what I kind of do every day. Come out and see what needs to be done. And this is one of the chores that I do. But just wanted you to see that this flower pot here is really doing its thing, and the summer hadn't even begun yet. So I hope it doesn't get, out of control. But for now, I am loving it. It looks so pretty. So, so pretty. Just beautiful. So it's the next day, and this little grapette daylily finally bloomed. So it is exactly what it says. It just blooms for a day. It's the daylily. So this will be gone by tomorrow. But we have a few more here. But I am in love with this color. I've never seen this color before, so wanted you to see that did bloom in the garden. Okay, so it's actually 2 days later, and more of these daylilies have bloomed. So I wanted to get those on record before they went away. But they are just gorgeous. Look at that. I have never seen that color before, and they are gorgeous. Hopefully I can divide them next spring. The other thing I wanted you to see was we're getting some tomatoes. So this is going into the vegetable garden, just showing you what's coming up so far. That's one set of tomatoes. Now the muscadines, these, from my research, I don't think these are the actual muscadines. They do look like it, but I picked one off, and oh, you can't eat that. It's really, really bitter. So I was reading that it's supposed to turn into a flower. I'm gonna have to go back and research that, because these have been like that for a while, and they look like muscadine. So I don't know if they're not growing because they're not getting enough sun or what. So we'll be checking into that this night right here. And over on this side, we've got some tomatoes coming here, a few. We've got some flowers for peppers that's coming. And we have a flower for an eggplant. So I can't wait to see what that looks like. That's my first time growing eggplants. So I hope it comes out good. Now down here, this is a, I'm not even sure, I think it's a stand for something, but I got this from Goodwill the other day for a few dollars because I needed another trellis. I had planted some more beans, and I thought this was just perfect to use as a trellis. And I can see the beans just growing up the trellis. Once I just kind of feed them back into, I think this is a great recycle. So that's one thing I do, is I'll go to Goodwill before I have to buy something full price as far as my garden. But yeah, these are the other eggplants. Look like those are getting flowers as well. So I'm excited about that. I hope this is not too crowded where the plants are not getting enough air. I also am proud of these watermelons that are growing. There are 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I planted these probably about a month, maybe 3 weeks ago now. So they're doing well. I can't wait till they start draping down the sides of this area here. Let me get this weed right now while I'm seeing it. And then over here is the grapevine that's growing. I don't think we'll get grapes this year on this, but it is growing. I can say that. Now, this little flower, my husband brought this home one day. He said they just gave it to me free. And I couldn't figure out what type of flower it was, but this is a Gerber daisy, and it's doing really well. So I'm glad I could put it here where the pollinators could come, have a ball, and then pollinate my garden. And so here we have some more little tomatoes. We've got some cucumbers coming in here and here. Let me weed this back into, or trellis this back. There are more cucumbers as well down here. Let's see, I have to figure this out. I don't want to break the vine. Figure it out. But here is the corn. The corn is doing very well. As mentioned before, I planted some beans in here, and the beans are growing as well. They don't have a trellis. I know they need one, but they're doing very good. And so here is the corn, how tall it's getting. So I hope it really continues to grow. That would be so awesome if I could, if I could just do it 1 year. That would be enough for me. Now here is my basil. That was planted from seed, and it's really growing as well. And I snuck in some dill, and when it rained, it really made those dill grow. So I'm excited about that. So you know, you can use your dill for potato salad. You can use it for whatever you want to use it for. I'm just excited that I'm growing it. Here are some more tomatoes, the same tomatoes that we've been looking at each time, and just trying to see which ones are blooming or have tomatoes. Here's a nice size right there. Now remember, these all came from my compost, so I'm just overjoyed. Here are two, actually a few on this one. There's one. We love tomatoes around here. I told my husband, I said, I'm going to try and make some homemade salsa. That is going to be my first thing that I do. I've never tried that before, and I believe it's easy. I'm not going to even look up a recipe. I just want to make my own with no help from any other cookbook recipe online or anything. So here are the sweet potatoes. They're growing really well. I'm hoping and praying, y'all, that we get some sweet potatoes. Well, I get them, but I just don't get a lot, and they're not real big. So this is taking off. Now this is an onion that started to bud or bloom in my refrigerator. So I brought it out here and planted it, and I also brought another one out here. So hopefully that will take off. Here are the other onions that I need to cut the tops off of these. Chives. I'm hoping that these will grow really well. Now through my research, it says they're not supposed to be covered up all the way. So I don't know. I hope they turn out well. At least I could use the tops in recipes as well. And did I show you the squash? We have a squash here. I'll let it grow a little bit more, and then I'm going to take it in and I'm going to saute it, and that's going to be my snack. And I thought I saw another one. There are plenty flowers on here, but I'm just going to show you what the pollinators, how close the garden is. Look at this mom. They can come and just have a good time, and then while they're having a good time, just pollinate and work for us in this garden. So that is why I put this flower bed here. I'm just going to show you how. I know you know how, but I just want to show you in my garden how they just come on over, enjoy themselves, and move on. Okay, here are the other peppers. All of these pretty much have little flowers coming in on them. Here's some more, kind of all over. And they're just getting taller and taller. I had to move that last cucumber vine that was over there because it wasn't doing well at all. So I moved it here. I rigged up a trellis, and it is doing well. As you can see, all of the flowers there. So I believe that is all for me today. I appreciate you tuning into the video, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you for all of my subscribers, new and former. Thank you so much, and this is the end of the video, and I appreciate you. May the good Lord bless you all real good, and I'll see you in a video real soon. Take care.